Alright guys, it's July 19th and I'm currently back here in the food plot. This year I planted both brassicas and clover, and I'm currently in the clover section. As you can see, we have a real nice stand of clover here. Real thick. I'd say it's about 80 to 90% clover through here. There's really no grass at all. Sprayed that earlier on the year a couple times with clethodim. On both sides of the clover I broadcasted some brassicas, and that was about 2 weeks ago, and so far we got about 2 to 3 inches of germination. So starting to look really good. So over my shoulder here, I got a stand location overlooking this mock scrape here, and we got a camera. We got the Reveal 360 by Stealth Cam, and this year I actually put a watering hole in just right here. It's not fully filled up yet, but you know, we haven't got rain for quite a while, so hopefully, you know, we get a couple good rains here and I'll fill up quite a bit. But we got a real nice stand of clover here this year, real thick, and you know, I'm super happy with how it turned out. All right, it's August 30th, and it's 7 days before opening day up here in Maine. This evening, I'm out in the stand, overlooking the food plot, about 100 yards out. This evening, I'm just basically doing an observation set in hopes to get eyes on my #1 target buck on this farm. This morning, he showed up at around 5:45, heading back into this bedding area up behind the food plot. So I'm hoping this evening he decides to come out and give me a little look at him. So alright, well, that was pretty awesome. Just had my #1 shooter come out into the food plot, and I mean, he put on a show. He was eating around in the brassicas for quite a while, and right before he left, he ended up hitting my mock scrape. I mean, he was within 30 yards of my tree stand. Oh, that was awesome. Hopefully he repeats that once season starts and presents me a shot. So, yeah, awesome. Alright, it's September 8th, and it's officially the 2025 deer season up here in Maine. Opener was the 6th, but this evening I have a good wind for this food plot, blowing straight out of the north. It's actually more of a northwest wind, but it's blowing back straight out in from my access point, and I'm hoping tonight to possibly catch up with a buck that I've been keeping tabs on pretty much all summer long. A buck I call Droopy. He's a mainframe 8-point, and his main beam droops down at the end, and he has a little kicker off his G2 also. But just awesome old mature buck. I believe he's 5 years old, could be older. He's been showing up back in this bedding area up behind me here, primarily on a southwest wind. Last time I saw him was September 5th, the day before opener, and he was actually out here in the food plot in perfect shooting light. He was actually in here for about a little over an hour, and I mean, he was within 20 yards of my stand for quite a while. But today's the first day that I got a pretty good wind. It's currently 4 o'clock. I'm all settled in, and yeah, just gonna sit here and hope for the best. This morning, I had my #1 target buck in this farm show up in the food plot around 1 a.m. and I'm hoping he decides to stick to what he's been doing pretty much all summer. Alright, it's September 12th. I'm in the same stand that I sat yesterday evening. Saw a pile of deer. Unfortunately, did not see my target buck. This morning, at around 5 a.m., I got pictures of him back in this bedding area, using the main trail throughout the bedding area. And I'm hoping he decided to stay there all day, bed back up there behind me, and then move out here this evening to come to the food plot. So, just got out of work. It's 4:45, so I got in here a little late, but still plenty of time. So, yeah, gonna sit tight here and hope he decides to come make an appearance out in this food plot this evening and give me a shot. So, yeah. All right, just made out to the food plot, and I'm out here. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm getting ready for this evening's hunt. Last night, I was up in that stand, right up in there, and I'm standing right where my #1 target buck came out at about 30 yards. Unfortunately, did not have a shot at this angle due to a bunch of tree limbs in the way, and he ended up just going right down the edge of this tall grass and worked his way out to about 45-50 yards, and I just could not shoot him. So I'm coming out here right now to trim up a couple tree branches and prepare for this evening's hunt. And hopefully he'll decide to come out once again this evening and hopefully present me another opportunity. Unfortunate, but a cool encounter, and hopefully he continues to do what he's doing and yeah, slips up one more time for me. All right, just finished clearing this lane. I have a perfect shot now, basically where he was the entire time until he moved out of range. So now, I mean, if him or any of the buck that I'm targeting comes out there and presents me a shot, I'll be able to take it now. Unfortunately, was not able to take the shot yesterday due to all these branches in the way, but I trimmed them back a good amount and I now have some lanes, so yeah. It's October 1st, just got in the stand. All right, it's October 16th, and I just got in the stand. Tonight, I'm sitting over the food plot in hopes to get an encounter with Droopy. All right, just got in the stand. It's October 29th, and I'm in the same exact stand I sat last night, overlooking this food plot, and I'm hoping to get eyes on Droopy. So I sit tight here. All right, it's November 8th, just got on the tree, and we're in a location where I have not sat since back during velvet season. And I was actually in this tree to do an observation set, and I got some pretty cool footage of Droopy out in the food plot in front of me here. And I'm back this evening in November in hopes to get eyes on him. So this is my first time hunting him with a rifle ever. It's been pretty much strictly with the bow, and it's my first sit with a rifle this season. So I'm hoping to get eyes on him. And early this morning at around 1 o'clock, I got a picture of him not too far from here, chasing some does. So I know he's in the area, and I'm hoping he decided to go up in front of me here and bed it for the day and come out this evening into the food plot and hopefully provide me a shot during shooting hours. So I'm gonna sit tight here and hopefully close a deal on Droopy. Droopy just stepped out in the food plot. Yes, I just shot Droopy. Oh my god. Oh, yes, yes. That was the deer I've been after all year long on this property, and he did exactly what I thought he would do. I'm assuming he was bedded up in front of me here, and it looked like he was. I mean, he came right down the trail out of the bedding, straight to the food plot, and I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking down. I look up, and there he is, and I'm assuming he hit my mock scrape, came out, and he started working to the right towards these does in this thick stuff, and I had to stop him before he went too far and I wouldn't have a shot. And who knows if he would have came back out, he could have kept following them into the woods, so I didn't want to take that chance. But oh my god, yes, I'm so pumped. I mean, obviously I don't want to get too excited. I don't know if I got him good. I'm pretty sure I did, but yes, that is awesome, baby. I'm gonna give him some time here. if I hit him good or not. I'm gonna give him about 30 minutes to an hour just to make sure and be safe. But I'm gonna head back out of here now and check the footage back at home, make sure that the shot's good, and then we'll come back out here and hopefully recover Droopy. So, yes. All right, just got out here back where I hit this deer, and I got Ashton and Ray with me, and we're looking for blood. Initially, the impact was right there, and he popped out right to my right here, hit this mock scrape, came right here, and that's where I shot him. He ran what looked like down this little opening here, and through this opening in this little tree line. So I'm gonna start looking for blood here, and hopefully find a dead deer at the end of it. So, yeah. Back to where he came out, I guess. Oh, freaking, my heart was like, oh, there's no way I freaking missed him because it's freaking in the video. But all right, well,
where are you, Ashton?
Ash.
Okay.
Whew. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys, I come right through there, right? Right through there. I stand right here. Fuck. I literally just look over and I see this rat.
Oh yes, that's him. Right behind the shoulder, perfect shot. But yeah, that's him. Friggin' awesome buck. Wow. All right, well, sitting behind Droopy here. The buck I've been chasing all year long, and had an encounter with him earlier on in September, and unfortunately could not get a shot off, but tonight I made a count. He came out at about 120 yards, and I got him with the rifle. So he didn't go too far, probably went around 75 yards, and he died in probably the most thickest, crappiest, nastiest crap he could have died in. So it's gonna be a hassle to get him out, but I mean, just a awesome mature buck. Really cool rack, really unique, and I'm super happy to be able to punch my tag on this deer. So yeah, awesome, awesome. All right, well, we got him back here this morning to take some pictures and to do the final recap on him. This buck originally showed up last year in late November and stayed for about 2 weeks, and I never saw him again. But this year he showed up early summer and was here all year long. So I got plenty of footage of him, plenty of trail cam pictures, and yeah, super cool to close the deal on a nice mature buck.